Magandang buhay! Ang topic natin for this day is about geometric series. Okay? So, similar to, pag sinabi nating series, it's similar dun sa previous nating lesson which is arithmetic series. The only difference is kung anong klaseng sequence. Okay? So, pag sinabi nating series, we're talking about the sum. So, dito kukunin natin yung sum ng mga terms ng isang geometric sequence. So, syempre, kung yan ay isang arithmetic sequence, ang gagamitin nating formula is the formula for the arithmetic series. Okay? Kung yung hinahanap natin ay sum. Pero kung ang given mong sequence is geometric, then we're going to use the formula for the geometric series. So, what is the formula for the geometric series? So, ito yung formula natin. We have S sub n is equal to a sub 1. A sub 1, that is the first term, times r. R is the common ratio, raised to n, minus 1. All over r minus 1. Ngayon, in using this formula, we have a restriction. So, ano yung restriction natin doon? The restriction is r must not be equal to 1. Okay? Kailangan ng r mo, ang ratio mo, ang common ratio, ay hindi equal sa 1. Kasi kapag naging equal to 1 yan, dito sa denominator, pag ang r mo is naging 1, magiging 0 yan. So, syempre, pag 0 ang denominator, kung isusulat natin yan, any number divided by 0, the answer is always undefined. So, hindi tayo mabibigyan ng total dyan, ng sum. Okay? So, kaya ang restriction niya is r must not be equal to 1. Okay? So, kapag 1 na yung nakuha nyong r, then we're going to use another formula. Okay? So, i-explain ko yon dun sa next tutorial natin. Now, what is this second formula? So, second formula lang naman, same lang siya ng first formula. The only difference is yung ito, yung nasa loob, tsaka yung denominator. Pinagbaliktad lang yan, no? Pero still, same lang yung dalawang yan. So, kapag yan, sinolve mo yung sum ng isang geometric sequence, you will get the same answer. Okay? Ganun din ang restriction niya, r must not be equal to 1. Sa book nyo kasi, ito ang given. Itong formula na to, ito ang gagamitin. Pero in other books naman, ito ang binigay. Yung first formula. So, ako, preferably, mas magandang gamitin ang first formula. Okay? Para sa akin. No? So, first formula ang gagamitin natin. So, now, let's proceed. Let us find the sum of the first 5 terms. So, ang hinahanap natin dito is the sum of the first 5 terms. So, ibig sabihin, meron tayong 5 terms. Ito yung a sub 1, a sub 2, a sub 3, a sub 4, and a sub 5. Okay? Nang isang geometric sequence. So, it is mentioned dito sa ating problem na ito ay isang geometric sequence. So, ano yung sequence natin? We have 2, 8, 32, and 128. Okay? So, ang given lang dito ay 4 na terms. Pero, ang pinapakompute sa atin ay first 5 terms. So, kulang tayo ng isang term yan. So, ngayon, since sum ang pinag-uusapan, pwede na natin gamitin yung formula ng series. And sum is equivalent to series. Okay? So, gamitin natin formula. So, we have S sub n is equal to A sub 1 times R raised to n minus 1 divided by R minus 1. Okay? So, gagamitin natin yan kasi hindi rin naman natin alam kung ano yung pang 5th term. Basta ang pinapasolve sa atin ay 5th hanggang 5 terms. Sum ng 5 terms. Okay? So, now, based on the formula, ano yung mga given natin? Based sa formula, tsaka dun sa binigay. So, ano yung mga kailangan natin dyan? So, una is we have n. N is the number of terms. Ilan lahat ang pinapahanap? Okay? Huwag niyong titignan kung ano yung given. Huwag niyong titignan to kasi minsan kulang yan. So, tingnan nyo kung ilan yung pinapahanap. So, ang pinapahanap ay first 5. So, ang n mo niyan would be 5 kasi 5 yung pinapasolve sa inyo. Okay, yung sum. 5 terms yon. Okay, next. Next naman is we have a sub 1. A sub 1 is the first term. And the first term here is, ano yung first term natin? Of course, that is 2. Kasi ito ay a sub 2, a sub 3, a sub 4. Okay, so a sub 5 hindi natin alam. At hindi na natin isa-solve yan. Kasi we're going to use na yung formula ng series. Okay, so a sub 1 is 2. Next thing is kunin natin ang r. So, paano kinukuha ang r? So, kung natatandaan nyo yung tinuro sa inyo last time ni Teacher Jazz. So, para makuha yung r, a sub 2 divided by a sub 1. So, a sub 2 natin is, of course, 8. So, 8 yan, divided by a sub 1. That is 2. And 8 divided by 2, the answer is 4. So, ang r natin is 4. Okay? So, next is we have n. At meron na tayong n. Ayun na. Given na yung n natin. No? So, wala na tayong need. Meron na rin tayong r. Okay? So, we're going to substitute the given sa ating formula. So, we have s sub n. N is 5. Equals a sub 1 is 2 times r. R natin is 4 raised to n is 5. Minus 1 divided by r is 4. Minus 1. Okay? So, kapag nagsisolve na kayo ng ganito, always mag-start lagi kayo sa may exponent. Based sa ating PEMDAS rule. Okay, parenthesis, tapos yung exponent. So, workout natin yon. We have s sub 5. So, pag sinabing 4 raised to 5, that means we're going to multiply 4 by itself ng 5 times. So, multiply nyo lang yan. If magmamanual kayo, ganyan lang yung gagawin nyo. 4 times 4 times 4. The answer is, so, kung gagamit kayo ng calculator, the answer is 1,024. No? Okay, sa ibang calculator naman, sa mga scientific, diretso lang yan. No? So, we have 2, i-rewrite lang natin 2, times, yung sagot natin sa 4 raised to 5, which is 1,024, minus 1, divided by, what is 4 minus 1? Pwede na natin minus to. The answer is 3. Okay? So, ganun lang siya. Next, s sub 5 is equal to, syempre, i-workout pa rin natin nasa loob ng parenthesis. Minus muna natin to. So, rewrite lang ang 2. 1,024 minus 1, that will give us 1,023 over 3. Next thing na gagawin natin is, we're going to multiply 2 by 1,023. So, we have s sub 5 equals 2 times 1,023. So, multiply nyo lang yon. So, the answer is 2,046. Divided by 3. And next is, divide na natin. S sub 5 equals 2,046. Divide lang natin ng 3. So, the answer is 682. So, ibig sabihin, yun ang sum ng first 5 terms. So, kapag pinag-add-add ko tong mga to, kasama yung pang 5th term, na hindi natin alam kung ano yung 5th term, ang makukuha natin is 682. So, that's the sum. Okay? So, this is method 1. Ito yung unang method natin, no? Merong ibang way on how to get the sum, yung ganitong klaseng problem. Okay? So, that is method number 1. So, tuturo ko sa inyo yung second method. Yun nga lang, the second method, magagamit lang tong second method if konti lang yung number of terms na pinapahanap. Example, find the sum of the first 5 terms. So, since 5 terms lang yon, so madali lang kunin yon. O kaya, pwede ring first 8 terms. So, madali lang yung mga yon, mga first 10. Okay? Pero kapag yan, higher than na siya, like, for example, sum of the first 20 terms. So, syempre, kung 20 terms yon, kailangan mo i-list lahat ng 20 terms. Okay? Ito lang yung restriction ng method 2. So, ililist mo lahat. So, much better kung mga higher na yan, number of terms, malalaki na yung or marami na yung involved na mga terms dyan sa geometric sequence mo, better use the first method. Okay? So, gamitin lang natin yung method 2 dito. So, pinapakita ko lang na meron ibang way on how to solve this kind of problem. Okay? So, ang given natin ay 2. Ano pa kasi? 2, 832. Okay, 2, 8, 32, 128. So, di ba sinasabi dyan, sum ng first 5? Sulat lang natin, sum of the first 5. Okay, yun nga lang ang given dito, first 4 lang. So, kailangan natin hanapin yung pang-5. Okay, yung a sub 5. Kasi, sum ng 5 eh. So, ibig sabihin, kailangan natin kunin yung common ratio, yung R. So, ano yung R natin dyan? Ano yung imumultiply mo sa 2 to get 8? So, of course, that is 4. So, magta-times 4 ka dyan. So, ang R mo is 4. R is 4. So, yun yung pang-multiply mo dito. So, ibig sabihin, ganun din sa 128. So, times mo lang siya ng 4. So, 128 times 4 lang. So, that will give us 512. So, kapag nakuha mo na yung 5 terms mo, syempre, sum lang naman ang kukunin, pwede na nating i-add dyan. So, kunin natin yung sum ng 5 numbers. So, we have 2. Pag sinabing sum, add lang. 2 plus 8, yung total lang ang kukunin, no? Plus 128 plus 512. So, add lang natin yan. That will give us, so, add lang natin. You can use your calculator. Pwede nyo nang gamitin yung calculator nyo dyan. So, the answer is 682. So, look at the answer. Kung pares dun sa kanina. Okay? So, pares yung dalawa. So, that means, meron tayong ibang way on how to solve this type of problem. Okay? Yun nga lang, yung method 2, meron lang yung restriction. Applicable lang yan kapag konti lang yung number of terms. Okay? So, that's it. I will give you another example ng may negative naman. Okay?